Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gold Nugget Gang. We're at episode 17.
Are we still counting?
18.
I don't think we're counting anymore.
No, we're
right?
not counting.
Yeah,
Episode
any
number
episode.
something lah. We'll flash in front of you. The number. Shing. Yeah, okay. And today we have Randal from OFL.
What does it stand for, man?
Only Friends lah.
Yes, very important.
Yes. Please don't get your head in the gutter. There's no association with Only Fans, the OF.
No
This is OF.
NSFW stuff.
Nothing is NSFW.
I used to call. Hey, you know, only friends. Hey, only fan. I used to call that lah.
Well,
Family friendly. We're
Family
a family friendly
friendly,
outfit.
yeah.
Anyway, they are a non-profit organization or charity or a group which do Pokemon charity events to help raise funds for a lot of the in need communities in Singapore to raise funds, right? So we're happy to have you here to let us explain a little bit more, bust some myth that people have been going around asking, right? We have lots of myths actually a lot. But before I think we start, we will let you introduce a little bit on your group, how the history and how you come about. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think OFL started in 2024, May. We wanted to do something that was at the same time hobby related, collecting related, and we tried a proof of concept whereby we wanted to give back to society. So our proof of concept in 2024 was to link up with Singapore Children's Society. And then we tried what can we do in a hobby that is like hobby themed, but yet we can raise funds. So we started out with a Pokédex binder. So we took donations from community members and the public at various trade shows. And then at the end of the year, we auctioned everything off. And I think we raised about $9,001 for Singapore Children's Society. So that was in 2024. Last year, 2025, our beneficiary was APSN.
Yeah.
So they support individuals with mild intellectual disability. And their programs basically help them to gain meaningful employment once they graduate from the programs and whatnot. It's very meaningful for us. Typically, how we go about choosing our beneficiaries is we reach out to a couple and then we try and understand how the funding is actually used. APSN last year did a good job because they showed us around their centers and all their various different programs. I actually got to see their trainees in action. And they also had a very nice cafe which they offered us. I think Javier, you saw the cafe.
I saw, yes.
Where we ran the auction for them. So I think for APSN last year, we raised a total of about $34,000. $34,000. Yeah. So I'll let that sink in. So $34 is a lot of money. So for us, it's very meaningful because while a lot of the hobby nowadays is about the monetary value of cards, right? But at the same time, we can take that and turn it to something more meaningful. Yeah.
So you think that the 34,000 is it because of the market price increase per card, or is it there's more generous donor from Singapore, from Singaporeans here in Singapore?
I think
So
a
that's
little
one of
bit
the
of
myths,
both.
is it?
Yeah, one of the myths, man.
Big myth, small myth, medium myth.
A little bit of both, I would
little
say.
bit of both?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely do have generous donors and contributors. But at the same time, the market price of the cards itself, right? You know, last year being a crazy year for Pokemon, like when we auctioned off some of the cards, they really could fetch like 4 figures and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, the 4 figures was out there. It's quite amazing how people were willing to bid openly
Mm.
and just donate.
Yeah.
I think it was a very good cause. But the thing is that what I want to ask, because your community has grown quite big.
Mm.
I think it started out with 4 people only, is it?
Yes.
Now
yes.
has grown to quite huge. What is the roles of everyone involved in this right now?
So 4 of us, when we started it out, we made a conscious decision not to make it a business, right? All of us have our day jobs, but we found our safe haven in collecting. So we didn't want it to be a business, because then it just becomes another job. But at the same time, as OFL grew, we needed more help. So we came out with this concept called stewards, whereby, you know, if people want to volunteer their time, be it at trade shows or help us think about events that we can organize or activities that we can run, they're more than welcome to join. Obviously, we don't pay. And we don't have benefits, no medical, no nothing. So it's purely time. But what we emphasize on is that, you know, just do it in your spare time, whatever you can contribute, and your family and all that takes priority. Yeah.
So it's more family oriented, trying to build a community of like Pokemon collectors, trying to give back to the society and stuff.
Yeah.
So I also saw on your website there's a lot of featuring of the individual people as collectors, spotlights, right?
Yeah.
What do that do and serve for your community itself?
Right. So that was a initiative that we came up with because when you meet new collectors, typically you like to exchange stories like what's your favorite card, what's your favorite collection, how do you get started. So we thought, why don't we feature these stories, right? Quite meaningful for people to learn and share. And at the same time, we try to work with some of the brick and mortar shops. So whereby, like for example, we work with Oxley, One Collectibles. We also work with Concept. So what they will do is they'll offer something from their brick and mortar services as part of like the so-called package. So let's say, Javier, if you were to get selected to share a story, right? Basically you get to go to each of these brick and mortar shops and then you get to claim
something.
Yeah.
What can I claim, man? That's worth.
Pre-grading.
Oh,
Pre-grading.
Pre-grading.
You pre-grade us.
Pre-grading. Wow, I thought pre-grading. I pre-grade myself.
Pre-grade also can help.
Everybody can help, right?
Yeah.
Pre-grading sounds good. Prices are escalating like crazy.
Yeah, they just increase price.
Yeah, they increase price some more and then they cut off some tier.
Yeah.
But hopefully that doesn't affect the charity events that are coming
No more bulk.
Yeah, more bulk.
Yeah.
But actually,
value bulk now. Now it's called value
bulk. That's the lowest lah.
Yeah, lowest lah. Yeah.
Actually, I mean, So you mentioned about the idea of that everybody has their own collection, but you try to make sure that the compass is always going to be back to this charity, giving back to the community. Well, I'm not asking for specifics lah. I'm not asking to name shame anybody or anything like that. But do you find that it's difficult to balance the commodity of all these when it comes to people and people have agendas and stuff like that? Do you find that sometimes comes in and mixes in with your intentions as a group, when there's some not say individuals, maybe just people in general,
clash hate that kind of
not necessarily arguments, but have there been instances where you've seen like actually it's not very healthy for some of these conversations to happen within our groups, is that something a challenge that you face, within because of the nature of the group?
Right.
I generally do think that it's challenging for sure. Especially how we run the community, right? Initially in 2024, early 2025, we tried to, one of our goals was actually to try and see if we can source like affordable product and then make sure that the product gets into the hands of the like young collectors and stuff who don't have as much disposable income. But as we've seen with Pokemon prices, right? You can hardly get anything at MSRP nowadays.
Yes.
So we are doing lesser of like those kind of initiatives, right? Because just that access to product is just not available to us anymore. So often than not, when we decide to do something like that, let's say we do a new release launch, right? We ask ourselves, are we doing this for monetary gain or are we doing this for a charity, right? I think most important for us is the way we're set up. We have 4 co-founders and then a team of about 16 stewards. All of us have an equal voice. Everyone is free to voice their opinions. And most importantly, we hold each other accountable. Right, to the mission of what OFL stands for.
I think this is not an easy thing to uphold, right? At the end of the day, Pokemon, not everyone view it as a collection or collectible, right? It's a business at the end of the day because the prices are just escalating like mad. I don't even see how you're going to plan, as in, I find it very difficult to see what you're going to plan for this year because you used to do something called a trade up.
Yeah.
Right? At this point where everything, the prices are minimum 3 digits or more, how are you going to sustain this? Do you have a new idea?
So this year, first of all, our beneficiary for this year, exclusive announcement. Exclusive.
Wow,
exclusive here.
Who?
It's going to be Shine. So Shine is an entity that
Shine,
supports youth and children from vulnerable backgrounds.
Right.
They aim to support them via their various programs in terms of prevention, intervention, or support.
Right.
So all of our fundraising will be going towards them for 2026. Activities wise, we are likely going to do a couple of things. We have this initiative whereby we turn like Gen cards into badges and magnets. And then we typically sell them for like maybe $2, and then $1 would go to cost to make the badges and magnets, and then the $1 would go to the charity fund.
Right.
Another thing we're thinking of doing is, instead of just trading up of cards, we're still gonna do a trade up challenge, because some of the leftover, let's say, I can't remember who it was, but someone won an item from last year's trade up, and they said, I don't want to collect it. Can you use it for next year?
Next round. Wow.
Yeah, next round. So we have a base to start off with,
Right.
and we're gonna continue doing that. But another thing that I came about doing is, because I'm a Marvel fan, I'm a Marvel collector. So
I wanted to ask. Yeah, but okay, yeah, you already putting there. Okay.
So I want to introduce Marvel cards to like the wider community. So I came up with this concept or activity called Be a Hero. So what's gonna happen is it's like a mini kind of like pool game kind of thing. So $5 gets you like a Marvel card. Right. And then I think every 5 slots gets you a numbered card. And it's all from Marvel, Topps Marvel. And then 20 slots gets you an autograph. From it. So we're gonna run that for the entire year lah. And then we see where we get to. So it's affordable. And they're gonna be like, I get the chance to also showcase the Marvel cards to people. Yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna do.
Where's the inventory coming from? Because
so that's all mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
instead of like just selling them off, right, I thought like, maybe this is a good chance for me to just use it for the initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're donating your collection. Okay, yeah, that's quite cool.
Wait, if you don't mind me asking, how many top scrum do you open then?
A lot.
Do you open the hobby box or do you open the
I think
bit of both?
a bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both.
That's a lot of money, but yeah.
A bit of both.
Well, he has a lot of booster boxes.
To put it into perspective, right? One of the autos that I donated was a dual auto Wolverine and X-23. So it's signed by Hugh Jackman and Daphne King. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not graded, right?
It's not graded.
It's piquing your interest.
$5.
No, my interest when he said Marvel. No, when I saw on their website got Marvel stuff, I already interested already.
$5.
Because I have a lot of Marvel stuff. So I mean I can
Donate also.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
$100 gets you. No, $100 gets you an auto.
Comic.
$100 get me auto, so I get to shine at $100.
We are thinking, so we have another initiative that we're trying out this year, which is we're gonna accept donations of like other collectible items like suit boxes, suit packs. And then as and when the inventory gets too much to manage, right, we'll do like a community event where people can just like buy the product.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're open to any sort of like contribution.
So
from
the
community.
last 2024 you hit 9,000. Last year you hit 34,000. What's the goal for 2026?
That's a very interesting one. So we talked about it as like a group, right? It's very difficult for us to put a monetary KPI to it because
you shouldn't.
It's
It's
impossible.
It's almost
charity,
impossible.
right?
I mean the numbers has increased, which is a good thing.
It is.
We can hope for some numbers.
Yeah.
Not expecting that.
So like conservatively, I always like to think like so at the start of last year when we did it, my target was 10,000, 10 to 15,000. Stretch target was 15,000. But then we saw how the market took off, and then I think that contributed to how much we raised. But as with all markets, when things take a dip, if they take a dip, right, then it will be like a double-edged sword if we were to base it off.
Yeah. Any amount actually is well done really.
That's why you shouldn't put a KPI on donation.
Correct.
It's impossible, but the community can help.
Yeah.
Please donate generously.
You can have more than 34,000 this year.
There's a lot of people in need this year.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the CDC voucher is enough, but yes, please donate more. If
But
you
I
have
mean,
spare.
also I caught on to something because I noticed that the 3 groups that you've been donating to, and for Shine this year, there seems to be
a trend.
Everything is youth related, young people. Is there a reason for that? Has that always been the group that you guys are focused on?
He has kids, huh?
Yeah, I also have kids, right?
Exactly.
But maybe I donate to TWC2 or SOS or SPCA, right? But
Fair enough.
apart from here,
So I
kids,
think for us, I think the lazy answer was always that youth is something that resonates with all of us. When we started our hobbies, like when we were children,
Okay, fair enough.
take money from our parents to buy cards, right? All that. we think that impacting you actually serves two purposes. One is you actually have an immediate impact on their lives, and then actually you shape the future. So that's why we try to focus on youth. At the same time, we're exploring if we can work with other, not necessarily in the form of a beneficiary, but just to spread the word of other charities out there that actually do need help in terms of volunteering your time and all of that. And OFL also this year, I think one of our goals is, we talked about KPIs earlier, right? But instead of a monetary KPI, we're trying to think about the KPI of our effort and our time to actually do these activities. So like I talked about the 4 activities earlier, but we're also trying to engage Shine to see if we can actually do some volunteering of our time.
Any mentorship?
Correct,
you're
mentorship.
thinking
Yeah,
of?
we're thinking of mentorships. So the difficulty in mentorships is we'll need to work very closely with Shine to actually vet through, the type of programs that we can mentor and then the types of volunteers that can actually go down. But that's definitely on the cards. Yeah.
But what's the age range for the Shine? Is there age range?
So I think they start from all the way from primary school, kindergarten to I think your post and secondary education. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Looks like last year, I guess it's a good motivation to go, right? Because 2025 had a lot of these issues on family, and then kids usually get caught in the center. Yeah. So I think it's a good time to raise awareness for, kids must have a healthy environment.
Yeah.
And then there are going to be in need of this. Not just other people with born disabilities. These are inherent things
Correct.
that are
Right.
gonna be
And
in a modern
I
society.
think mental health was something that
mental health is a very big thing
it's a
this
very big
year,
thing.
right?
It's hidden, right?
Yeah.
You can't really tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is too much for me to absorb, ma.
But I mean, just to add on to that also, like, because we're talking about you, a lot of things, initiatives you're looking at. I'm wondering whether you've really got a 5-year vision of where you may imagine, not you hope, but may imagine OFL to be doing, and what will you envision in the next 5, or maybe even have you seen the not prediction, but the goal for the next 10 years? Where do you, apart from donating money, volunteering time, do you see OFL as a bigger initiative?
To be honest, we try not to think that far. Not because we don't want to, but because at the end of the day, we also want to be cognizant that I might have time this year, but I might not have time 2 years from now. Right? My kids might need me more at home and those sort of things. But one thing I do hope that we can grow OFL into is 2 things. One is that OFL is basically community run. People can basically step up as and when they need to. So that's, I think, one of the main reasons why we try and keep it as open as possible. The second thing is, where we look at charity, right? I don't necessarily think that OFL needs to be the one that runs the charity all the time. I think just us doing or showcasing what can be done within the hobby and like letting other people know that they can also do the same thing, I think that's a win. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that OFL needs to be the one that runs it all the time.
Yeah, but the reality is that it's not easy for anyone to just suddenly say, I want to run a charity event.
For
right?
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
First of all, you need to have a motivation, you need a direction. And I think it's a bit like Lord of the Rings kind of, my precious kind of thing. When you start getting donations, you start looking at this like, oh my God, I don't have this in my collection.
The typical human
the
greed
dark side
and
kicks
everything
in.
comes in. But you got to have, like, to add to your point, you got to have like the morality in you to know that this is for what.
Yeah, I think it's not easy to just say you want to set up an organization and you want to do a charity event. It would be easier for me to just take out the money and say, okay, take this, you do something. I feel good, I walk home, right?
Yeah.
For going the extra mile is already way more than normal. I'm not so sure if somebody will be able to replace you, but I do hope that some people start getting aware through maybe our video, through your work outside, that somebody help to spread the word further, right? Because if you get bid for a $16 million cut last few days, you can donate a small amount for a group of people who needs the cash more. A paper 16 million. But okay, fair enough, right? You like it.
US got their own issues. Logan Paul will have to try and support his own
I'm pretty
country.
sure some Singaporeans bidded for that thing at the start.
For sure.
The 1 million was not contributed by the US pool alone.
No, I mean,
guarantee.
Ken, he already said there's total of 98 bids from around
but
the
it's
world.
maybe the same person.
No, it could be we
same
should
person,
know
right?
someone of, doing the same over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
So
But do you think that the number of people who actually get involved in this charity stuff will increase in Singapore? Do you felt like there was an increase from the previous, just apart from the money itself?
Yes.
There
yes.
was more people stepping up.
Last year was not a good barometer because 2024 when we did the initiative, right, I think we had like maybe 20 over contributors, but that was only with 4 or 5 months of runway. Last year with the full year, we had about 70 over, 80 over
not bad.
contributors. And that was just from the trade ups and all of it, right? When we take into account the Facebook auctions and the live auctions, right? I think that number has grown to like maybe 100 over. So it's very promising for us to see that a lot of people are very willing to step up and like just come forward and do their part either via bidding for an item or contributing. So we hope that that's something that can continue.
Yeah. So what's your means of advertising to push out that message? Other than IG, TikTok, is there anything more?
We try to show up at trade shows where our time permits. That's honestly one of our weak points.
Yeah.
Because number one, trade shows don't it costs money to move at. Number two, it's time also. Like a lot of us have families, so weekends are very important to us. So when we do show up at trade shows, it's usually a big endeavor for all of us. Yeah.
I think big organization for trade shows should start giving out one free booth.
And
for
they have.
charity fair.
And they have.
Once
To
in
be
a
fair,
blue moon.
some have been doing that.
You
So
don't have to speak up for them,
I mean, more would be welcome. More would be welcome.
1 month at 2 trade shows, I'm pretty sure one table can be spared somewhere, right? Yeah.
I mean, like still back to the point I said, human,
Yes,
the word
fair
greed is
enough.
always there.
Yeah.
Right?
I think karma will come around. I guess this is to gather some good karma.
Yeah.
Please donate generously. A table will help, right? What else will help? Maybe a bit of advertising. Partnership will bring out a little bit more.
Thanks to you guys for having me on the show.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't give money, just show only.
Yeah, we're just chill. Yeah.
We just like to talk.
But actually, I mean, that's the way. I mean, because OFL is a very unique. I think it's a very unique initiative. You managed to get a lot of people. To the people that really don't really know about OFL, what are some of the misconceptions that people might have apart from the name? People OF, but that's a very small misconception. But has there been any other misconceptions you've had to sort of just correct people on about OFL and what you guys do? Yeah.
And how you all came out with the name OFL?
Well, later. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
okay,
Soon.
I think-
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Maybe to
it's
answer
fine,
next question, I think we're fairly fortunate that I haven't had to deal with a lot of like explaining or any misconceptions.
Okay, it's good.
I think one thing we try to do is to, when someone joins the community or we'll be at a trade show, we try and like just tell people, we're just a not for profit community.
Non-profit.
Yeah, and that's very important for us.
Is that hard to believe?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Considering 99% is all for money,
I
right?
don't blame anybody.
Like,
for-
do people just take it? Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Maybe
if
take
I
5%.
was an attendee and I went to a trade show and someone told me, hey, there's this community that not for profit, raising for charity, I'll be also very skeptical. But it's on us to
Yeah,
prove to
yeah,
them
correct.
by our actions.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's why we always make it a point to be transparent and accountable to everyone of the community.
Yeah.
Because that's the scariest thing nowadays. No transparency.
Yeah, because
Accountability.
anybody can open up anything and then it immediately can become a scam, a Ponzi scheme.
It is just that they show their faces.
No, I mean, look. Okay, like for example, this whole liquid marketplace also is a scam. Think about it,
At the
right?
start of yes,
It's
indeed.
a face, everybody's face there. Then after that, suddenly the face is not there. The suddenly entity is not there. A lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's a very touchy subject in our community, I guess. But as long you, like what you said, you portray yourself and then you show for it what you are doing, then that's the correct thing.
Yeah, I think for us, we can talk as much as we want, but really actions will speak out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is true. No ministers engage you.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask them.
No, leh. So
I'm quite
far, no.
surprised.
I mean, to be fair, we also haven't been putting a lot of effort to like outreach.
Market.
As in, considering that they can spend time to control the elements of blind box, I'm pretty sure somebody is scouting
exactly.
this zone, right?
Maybe
We
one
tag
of the
Lawrence
ministers-
Wong.
Who here?
else?
Pritam Singh, come here. work
Pritam
with
Singh,
you.
no,
cannot. No, still
still
around.
still, yeah.
Chin only, Chin
Oh, Chin
only.
Si,
yeah.
I'm
Josephine
not really up to
Teo,
politics.
Yeah.
Jasmine Lau, PM Lee. We tag them.
Your
we tag
area is
them.
who?
Go Pei Ming, I think.
Hello,
Go pay me.
Actually, I don't know who that is.
It's a walkover lah. It's a walkover.
Oh,
It's a
okay lah,
walkover.
okay lah.
Even more
Yeah,
time there.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
can't off the ground some more. There's a lot of
Come here,
people
walk
in
also lah. Here, come here, walk also.
Interesting,
Here
Interesting.
got nice
Here
sound.
worker party. Here worker party. Here worker party.
He's worker party.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
worker
yeah,
party.
Oh, this one is
It's
worker
a-
party.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
hardcore
Ask the worker
party.
party come here also.
Okay.
I mean, as long
Some-
anyone come here can.
Can, yeah.
What about the name? Only friends sounds.
Yeah. So that's the.
Yeah, I want
This
to
is
know.
an interesting one. So, OF, obviously we wanted a catchy name. Then we were
Way
like,
to catch it.
at that point in time in 2024, right, OF was like
Rampant.
rampant, lah,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So we were like, let's step onto that. Okay, so that was one. Then the other one was, we're all friends. Four of us, when we started it, we were like, we're just friends, chilling out, kicking back, enjoying the hobby.
Mm.
So, only friends lah. And then we added the la so it could be more colloquial. Singaporean. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. Unless OF is like copyright, then there's another.
You sure none of you are doing some OnlyFans?
No, I cannot speak for them. Lah. I can speak for myself. Lah. Definitely not. Yeah.
I shall not ask. I do go and
Never
see the
mind, I
events.
will
I don't want to
ask.
judge people who look like hey, you look like one of them.
We covered quite a bit about OFL, you know, but I guess I also curious about you as a collector, you know.
Mm.
So, you know, how long have you been collecting? What have you been collecting over these years? Because, you know, yes, you've started OFL. We know about your box breaks and, you know, what you collect. And if you go to Instagram, you've got quite a few. You also buy internationally as well. Like you've got quite a few those one-on-one cards. But maybe you can tell us a bit about your collection. What are you sort of looking for? Like how long have you been collecting? You know, and what do you typically collect? I mean, we can see your Dragonite shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dragonite dude.
Pokemon Dragonites. Plain and simple. That's just my favorite Pokemon since I was growing up. When I came back into the hobby, probably about 2018, quickly realized that I cannot catch them all. So I need to focus, right? And naturally, Dragonite was my focus. And then other hobbies that I have are like, I used to collect Funko toys. I sold off most of them already because like
Yeah.
toys
Took a lot
are
of
like
space.
Space
toys,
and
a lot of space.
yeah.
Comics I do collect as well.
Nice. Nice.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Nice.
Because of my late father. So Harrison Ford was his favorite actor. So
Oh, okay.
I love anything original trilogy. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love anything comic related that's Marvel and Marvel Studios related too. So yeah, I think by and large that's I dabble in a bit of everything lah. And is there anything that I'm really chasing at this point? Not really. I think most importantly is to be happy and live in the moment lah, right? Appreciate what you have. Because like I think we all been collecting for a while. It's always very easy to get lost in chasing the next thing.
Yes.
But then we often forget to look back and appreciate what we have now.
Yeah,
Yep.
fair enough. Yes. Nowadays, you can't really collect a lot of things. Everything's in the 4-5 digit range. And if you let go of your own, that whatever 4-5 digit, I don't think you can ever get it back anymore.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's impossible to get it back. Right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have seen the numbers now, and the things that we used to have, we sold it off early, and then regrets and everything. So, whatever we have, important. Okay, like all this collection, there's dual purpose lah. One is for yourself. Another one is when in need, then you
Cash out.
you cash it out lah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like what you say lah, if you are going to cash it out, then just have the notion that you will never see this.
Yeah, no FOMO.
No regrets
Yeah,
lah.
no regrets. You shouldn't
yeah.
have the regret. Like,
No regrets.
oh, I should have kept it, that kind of thing. Because we all have that regret. Like with the current situation,
Yeah,
all of
confirm
us,
have one.
all of us
Yeah.
have the regret. But then once we hit a certain level, we got to let it go. Means let it go lah.
So how widespread is your reach for your OFL? Has overseas people actually donated stuff? Like no need to say United States. Maybe it's not possible, but Southeast Asia.
No, I think through the trade shows, yes. Like we have this father son, I think from Indonesia. They always, whenever they see us at trade shows, they'll come by and then they'll be like, oh, I want to donate something or I want to trade something with you guys.
That's nice.
And it's very heartwarming lah. Like and just so happens that the son is a Dragonite fan. So whenever I see you, I'm just like, I'll go and dig into my PC and then I just like, here's a Dragonite for you, man.
Hey, hello, there's like expensive stuff. Can you give cheaper one?
No lah. I mean, like it's very heartwarming to see a kid, have that smile on his face. And the dad's definitely doing something like correct lah, because he's teaching his son, number one, the value of giving, right? Which is
indeed
which is yeah.
It's pretty rare nowadays for giving. Everybody's just take
and
and then flip. Then give you a new story about how the item needs to be their PC and then flip.
It's all the different gimmicks of selling. I mean, we are all part of it, lah. Right? We are all part of it. We cannot say, oh, sorry, I don't do that. No, lah. We are all part of it, lah. But it's just how much of a theatric you're gonna do, lah. In the sales process.
So as you can tell, we're quite jaded, lah. With the three of us, we're black, very jaded, very black hearts, But someone as warm as yourself, how would you if you imagine yourself today, you start collecting again? What would your advice be for yourself as somebody who's a fresh, whether they're young or old, if they're fresh to the hobby today, what would your advice for them? Having collected for almost 10 years and you've seen the ebbs and flows. In somebody coming into 2026, what would your advice for them as a new collector?
Collect what you love. Don't overspend. I think those are the two most important things.
What's your definition of don't overspend? So what is overspend?
I mean, for me, I personally set aside a fixed sum every month to spend on my hobbies.
Very responsible.
Because especially, so we all went through that phase of buying boxes and stuff like that. And then recently they talk about the buying blocks and all that
the
kind of stuff, right?
yes.
I mean, packs at the end of the day are very similar in the aspect, right? There's that element of gambling.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's very easy to get lost. I've been in that shoe, right? Where I'm chasing a Dragonite, for example, and I'm wow, open 10 boxes and no Dragonite. I want to buy more. But I cannot imagine someone, or I would say that I would not recommend someone to do that because you can very easily get lost in that cycle.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, end of the month, you realize, oh shit, I overspent. Right? That money could have been used for something way more important, your kids or your own personal growth, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Ascended Heroes, let's say one pack is $18 to $20, right? I don't know how much the Dragonite. Maybe it's $1,000.
Probably, yeah.
Really, man, is that much, man?
I don't know. Let's just say
SIR,
Japanese SIR, let's say it's $100,000. If you open $20 a pack, you open 50 packs. You might as well just buy the Dragonite, Yeah, and then you don't have to deal with all the other janks and everything like that.
It's supposed to be a interacting time.
No, correct. Pack, so right? that's where this whole hobby is now, right? Where it's all about the monetary gain and not the experience that you're getting in. Last time when we used to open up, I guess I won't speak for the rest of you all, but for me at least, when I spend that money, the pocket money from school or the Hong Bao money or whatever nonsense, right? That kind of money, right? I go to the shop, I buy one pack or how many pack, I open up, whatever I get, I happy lor. There is no if I get something very exciting now, I'll be out of the moon kind of thing. But then if I don't get anything exciting, I'm okay lor. At least I got the opportunity to open up one pack, which I wanted it for very long. But now it's different. Now it's more I need to hit that. If I don't hit that, then I need to get another box. Or I'll buy 10 boxes just to hit that one card. If I get that one, then okay lor, the rest one I sell, or I keep on open another one. The whole dynamic of opening out a pack, opening out a box has changed.
Yeah, but I guess the age group is different also. When we're opening, it's when you're kids, right?
No, but if you are going to use that analogy, right? I mean, kids nowadays opening up in the same analogy as not how we used to open. No? It's more I spend $10, I need to get one Charizard. For example, I need to get one Charizard. It's not if I can get a Charizard. So if I don't get a Charizard, then I pay another $10 until I get a Charizard. So to his point, what is the control amount of spending, right? Is how much $10 you're going to spend to get that one Charizard while you can get that one Charizard who is already open, really, kind of thing.
Parental advisory needed.
No, definitely, for sure. Because
I do that with my kids.
For sure. Because if you don't, right, it can go out of hand. Don't say adults are young also.
Yeah. Then that's where the wife come and slap your grandma come and slap also.
Yeah. Just wake up. Got to be careful. Last year, remember the credit card, the son used credit card for TikTok and whatever. So you just got to be careful.
Yes, indeed. I think that is still going to be a problem soon.
Yeah, just got to be careful on how much you're going to spend on stuff. Then, what you say, I put a limit. If I only $10, then $10.
That's right. I think I want to ask one more thing. Back in 2025, what is the most memorable thing that you have engaged? or rather the encounter with one of those donors that come along? Any event that is very memorable?
There were a couple. 2025, I think we were at Cap Street Show in XM Studios.
Oh yeah.
Someone walked up to us and then figured out what we were doing. And then he was like, "Oh, really like what we're doing. Let me donate something." And he just took out from his pocket like a Glaceon VMAX alternate art.
Ooh.
PSA 10. He was like, "Nah, this is for you guys."
Serious?
Just like that. Like,
Wow.
didn't want anything. Just like, this is for you guys. Put it in your.
Was
thing.
that the one auction off during the show?
No, that got traded during that show also. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I got traded for a, I think, ADP PSA 10 and Leafeon VAA PSA 10 also. So yeah, it was something that stood out for me. I think another thing that stood out was just seeing kids like when they, so you know how like, earlier we talked about opening packs, right? You see like, oh, if it's not like an EX or a hit, and we like just tend to just gloss over the checks. Like when we see kids coming with their parents to the magnet and badging station, and then we engage them and find out what's their favorite Pokemon, and they go through because we have like a pile of cards.
Loose cards.
And then they'll just go through and then they'll see what they want to make into a batch, right? Then you really get to see like that personalized collecting preference. And it's very nice to see because you know that has no monetary value in it. It's just purely they like it.
Yeah.
The whole notion of it. Right?
Yeah.
They don't know the price. So, it becomes like which is more cute. And then they have more emotional attachment to that item.
Yeah.
Something for memory.
It's after that when they got to know the price value of certain stuff. Then
As in, these parents should not say
no, I mean nowadays parents don't need to say everything is on the phone. Everything was on the internet.
It's true, but I don't think kids nowadays would just check things for monetary value. They will just search for more Pokemon of the same
You
art.
wouldn't know.
Yeah. But maybe it comes out the price tag along that way. Then like, this is $100. Yeah,
You wouldn't know
amazing.
You wouldn't know
Yeah.
right?
But
What do you think? Because that's a very interesting point, right? Where we hope as collectors that it will get to that stage for like people can buy affordable cards a bit more. People buy really what they want, and the expenses don't become too. And as somebody who's been collecting for a few years, you've also seen a lot of changes. Like, what do you think needs to happen for, or do you even think that it will ever get back to that landscape? Do you think something needs to happen for the whole market to change? Or do you think that's something that we can forget it? We will just continue down this.
That's a very tough question. But personally, I feel in the context of the now, right? I mean, we will always have new collectors coming in at points in time. One thing that can potentially kind of keep things under control is to have your modern product really readily available. But that's on the companies and to print as much as required, right? Because now that people are looking at it as a kind of an alternative form of investment, people are also hoarding up modern products. So the printing has to happen such that you will always have affordable product going to the hands of collectors, because that's going to form your future collectors as well. I think for us, when we were growing up, packs were everywhere.
Yeah,
right? Packs were everywhere. Whether we could afford it or not, whether our parents allow us to buy with our pocket money is another thing. But they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, you can hardly find that already.
Yeah, you cannot find that anymore.
A petrol station always will have, 7-Eleven always will have.
As in, the mindset
Mama
that
shop.
even have is tilted already.
Now that's the mindset. Last time I got I got a pack. Okay,
We don't know back then, right? But nowadays, you're right, a lot of hoarding going on,
Yeah.
right? And then I don't know whether there's like any internal chit chats going on between the distributors and stuff, but this kind of thing allow people to keep more than they should have. It goes down to the honesty of the store itself, whether they get the thing at MS at the cost price, whether they want to hoard some, sell some, right? And then they come up 101 excuses, if they earn enough, they keep one case. Nobody knows, but that's life, right? Something bound to happen.
That's why I say it's very difficult, because like we can say all these things, right? But at the end of the day, it's not within our control.
Yeah.
We only can do what we can.
Well, we just have to enjoy the hobby, right? And
I
give
mean,
back
like,
a little bit
like what
here
he
and there.
said, enjoy the moment now.
Yeah.
As
It is.
what it is.
Yeah.
Like if it's a hoarding season, then just let it be. I mean, we can't do anything.
If you can't buy the PSA 10 now, then there's nothing wrong with buying a binder copy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or PSA 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
one. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Or
I'm
two,
doing
or
some
three, or four.
ones.
Yeah.
Ones are not easy to get by, not easy to do.
DIY.
Yeah.
Destroy
No,
your own.
even then also, right? Ones are like, if you can, it can come back ungraded.
Yeah,
That's
like,
true.
true lah,
Ungraded
true lah.
or two.
N what? N3.
N3.
N9,
They should
Yeah.
just put an entry on the slab and return you. That would be quite interesting, right?
Oh yeah, wait. I got one question. So just now you say you do Marvel collection and all this, right? I mean, on your personal account. So what is your favorite? Like for me, I also do Marvel collection, but I have like a certain few favorites.
Venom.
What is your favorite?
My personal favorite is I have two for Marvel. Captain America
Okay.
and Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Spider-Man because I grew up with Spider-Man. Captain America because he embodies the ideals that I feel I resonate with.
Mm.
I can see similarities. Yeah. Got the rock
Righteousness,
yeah, righteousness, the righteousness there lah. And the
Both come from a very similar background.
Yeah, both also in New York. What?
They are not Iron Man level kind of
Yeah, yeah.
background.
No,
Street-
but
street
Spider-Man very
level.
different. Spider-Man has a lot of fragility. He's a young student struggling.
Yeah lah. That's why got
But-
Venom after that.
Student loan. Student
yeah,
loan.
student loan, you know,
Crushing
he's
debts.
never rich. He always, student
So
loan.
it's Captain
struggling,
America,
blah, blah,
ah,
blah,
Captain
blah.
America also never reach.
Yeah, not rich.
No, but Captain America is simple. He's a personification of just righteousness, and I have to do the right thing. Yeah.
So it's Spider-Man pretty much doing the right thing.
Great power comes
Okay,
great
okay,
responsibility.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was uncle's wise words.
Uncle's
Sam.
wise word, yeah.
Uncle's wise words to Mr.
So
Peter Parker.
only that two lah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I know you're an Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yes,
fan, right?
I'm
As
a
a
Oh,
Star
nice,
Wars.
nice.
Obi-Wan
Yeah,
fan. So
yeah.
Alec Guinness and
Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
why,
nice.
why Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan is the best.
Obi-Wan is also like a righteous character. He does the right thing throughout the whole Jedi series.
I don't know. Like I think when I was watching the original trilogy with my dad, like there was just this intrigue that I had with this old man, like this hermit, right? That just suddenly so happened to have a lightsaber and gave it to this young farmer boy, and that started his space
Yeah,
journey. And then after that, he just disappeared. And I was just
He
like,
become ghost.
yeah, he became a Force ghost, right? And then
Mm.
as I grew older, and then they started to delve a little bit more into the Obi-Wan backstory. They had
Yep.
a prequel trilogy.
Yes.
And then I think Ewan McGregor did a fantastic job.
Yes, the
Like,
Phantom Menace. Then
Yeah.
realize his rebellious little boy, Jedi apprentice, become a mature one, right?
Yeah.
So that's the part I was like questioning, like, why you pick this guy? Because I didn't start from the trilogy to watch, right? I watched from 1, 2, 3. Then he slowly become more and more adulty, and then 4, 5, 6, you can tell him that he's like now guiding the Force. already.
Yeah, I mean, there's a beauty in that story also because he lived with his mistake, right?
Yeah.
He made a mistake, but he lived with it. And
You
just-
could have been the chosen one.
Yeah, you were my
You chose
brother,
wrongly.
He chose
Anakin.
wrongly. Whatever he did. not
No,
chose
but
wrong.
okay, I mean, if you want to talk about Star Wars, also can
Yeah,
start.
fair enough. No,
No, but okay.
I'm not devil in this topic.
No, but
A bit.
to put like to what you say, Obi-Wan is not the righteous person.
Mm.
He's like if you want to compare Obi-Wan with Captain America, Obi-Wan is like not anywhere close to Captain America. Obi-Wan had his own qualms. He also at one period of time had issues with himself, self-doubt. He also had his own issues with the Force, with the whole Jedi Force and everything, the Council. Like, why is Anakin not given the thing and
The title,
title and everything? He also was questioning himself, and that's another point. Like he had his own issues, but Obi-Wan was like in terms of why Anakin became Anakin. I got to say it's nothing to do with Obi-Wan. Anakin, he was broken from the start. Yeah, got nothing to do with Obi-Wan.
Who Anakin?
Anakin is broken from the start because okay, the reason why I can say so much because my favorite is Anakin and also Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, my favorite. I'm more to the dark side. I like the dark side.
Therefore, don't even talk in the whole entire movie unless you're talking about the books lah. And the
No, I mean,
He does
comics,
in
yeah.
Rebel.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Rebels was good.
I watched
Watch
the
Rebels.
I didn't watch
whole
that.
I watched the whole of Star Wars, the Attack of the Clone Wars animated series. He also got talk there.
Mm.
He got talk in Rebels.
Yeah.
The ending fight between him and Obi-Wan, fantastic.
Yeah.
Simple.
Very simple, very fantastic. He also got talk in one of the movie, the Syndicate movie.
Solo.
Yeah, that one.
Mm.
Then there is a new TV series that doesn't come out,
Mm.
which is for him.
Mm.
Finally,
Mm.
like because no one knew or no one knows much things about this fella,
Mm.
right? So now finally there will be a TV series for him.
Yeah, he come out with a red face, black paint,
Oh,
and a lot of tiny horns.
I thought it was so cool.
I think it was
Yeah, it's
cool,
quite
also.
cool,
And
it's
the
quite cool.
fighting scene.
that dual.
The
You know,
dual silent
in the
blade.
movie, right? In the movie, it was slowed down.
Yes.
Oh,
It
you saw
was
it much
slowed down.
faster.
It was supposed to be fast. In the real life speed, it was very fast. You know? They had to slow down for the movie.
Sheesh.
Ray Park is amazing.
Yeah, Ray
What's
Park.
your favorite
Huh?
Star
No,
Wars
no,
character?
actually, my characters are quite similar to him.
Obi-Wan?
So I like my Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, he likes Spider-Man.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
God,
yeah,
you all
yeah,
have
yeah.
issues eh.
I think it's a generational thing lah.
Yeah,
Generational
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I don't think I'm that far
For me-
apart from you all.
For me, for Marvel is I got a few lah. Okay, I like Venom. I like Logan, Wolverine. I like who else? I like Thanos.
Oh.
I like Magneto.
Oh, Magneto, yeah.
Magneto's not so bad to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know, I mean,
Magneto,
it's
yeah.
conflicted.
Okay,
that's
okay,
it.
only in all this, right? Only I'll say Thanos is the bad guy.
Okay,
The rest is all anti-villain.
Which
Yup.
Thanos you
Anti-heroes.
talking about the comics or the movie one? The movie one, I think his principle sounds proper to me.
I mean, the principle sounds proper even in the comic. He just wants to
Balance out things.
balance things.
No, you
right?
want to fall in
But-
love. You want to fall in love also.
But
Fall in love
the
with
reason,
death. Lady
yes,
death.
correct. The reason why he did it in the comics is because he want to prove to
His
Lady
worth.
Death
Yeah.
that he's worthy.
Oh,
So he will give all these souls to
Ah.
Lady Death
He was simping.
for
Yes,
exactly
yes.
for your love.
Okay, don't read too deep. Only his main sentence matter only. Like
Ah,
the
yeah lah, but
world
that's
is
MCU
not
lah.
enough space.
That's MCU lah, MCU.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and Ghost Rider. I like Ghost Rider. Also.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars is Palpatine for me already. Yeah.
Oh,
Palpatine.
Wow.
The only man who has some proper way to run the world, not
like your
some fantasy
power
little
trip.
The
nonsense.
Empire.
Yeah, he's balancing things out with politics. Not like Yoda recluse to himself sit in that room.
like a
Things-
Zen.
Balance you will be.
I think fun fact also, he appeared in all three. He
Is
appeared
it?
in all three trilogies.
Yeah,
Actually,
he
yeah,
did.
you mean Palpatine, right?
Palpatine,
Yeah,
yeah.
The
He appeared in
actor lah,
the
the
first one.
actor. Right.
I didn't like-
his character
No,
appeared.
I thought the actor he was
Not
the
the same
actor.
actor, right?
No, not the same actor.
I think same actor, eh?
Ian McDermott.
Yeah.
Ian
in
McDermott.
all six.
Yeah,
they're all
all nine.
Last one, he
All
was still
nine?
alive, meh?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last one is still alive.
Yeah,
He's
still alive.
Ian McDermott is still
Yeah.
alive.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the last one though.
I mean, that's
Okay
what
lah,
it's
yeah.
like.
The
Figure it lah.
concept of the last whole movie is bullshit.
Never
But they
mind.
had
Yeah,
to close
last
the story
trilogy.
lah. They had to close
The last
story.
three, no, it's not. It's not. They are making another three
Is it?
trilogies.
Yeah, so
you know?
there's always hope, right? Like, you know, when the prequel trilogies came out, everybody hated the prequel
Yeah.
trilogies, right? But then they became cult
Cult
favorites.
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that people will come to appreciate the sequel trilogies.
Yeah.
as well.
Sheesh.
No, but the reason why a lot of people hate the sequel trilogy, the 7, 8, 9, is because of the current agendas they want to portray in the Star Wars lore.
Right.
All your, all the current situation,
Wokeness.
woke and
Yeah, okay,
wokeness and all those
okay
things.
lah.
They want to put into the movie,
I
which is
see.
because of if I believe is the director. The director had a certain angle looking at it.
Rian Johnson.
Why he want to be
No.
balanced
Rian
also,
Johnson,
is it?
Rian Johnson.
Something like that lah. But then the idea of where Star Wars was going wasn't good. If you realize all the previous Star Wars TV series wasn't that good also. It wasn't received well.
I
Right?
think it's time for him to bring out a Star Wars Tops box for a box break for a charity event now.
Maybe 2027 lah.
Yeah,
Then
maybe
shift to
You know,
Star Wars. Yeah.
No,
actually,
they just released a new.
You mean this year don't have ah?
This is Marvel.
This year is Marvel, yeah.
Marvel.
Okay.
yeah, this
I think
Marvel.
March is going to be a very hyped up Star Wars product coming out for Tots. I think it's called Smuggler's Outpost. But I heard it's going to be very expensive. So like, I'm probably
Okay,
But it
that's not for
stops.
charity.
It stops,
Let's
yeah.
go
It
with the
stops.
Marvel first.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
fine,
to be fair, I've also been giving some of my my Star Wars cards to there's this group in Singapore, the 501 Squadron, right?
Oh yeah.
They also do their own fundraising for
Oh.
I think at SGCC for 2021, 2025. They've been raising funds for I think I can't remember which entity, was it KK Hospital or something? Basically sick children. So I just passed in some cards for them to just
501 is also similar to you guys doing a TCG kind
No,
of.
they are.
No,
They
they are
wear. They
cosplay.
wear
Yeah,
cosplay.
cosplay.
they do like
Oh.
fantastic
Yeah.
outfits. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
They're all troopers.
I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I
they-
saw them. They had an event in National Library Jurong once. Then first time me seeing them was in one of the Comic Cons. I think 2021 Comic Con or 2022. Comic
Yeah.
Con.
Okay.
One of the highlights, I think, for Comic Con every year is them marching in. To
Oh,
the,
yes,
to the
yes.
tune of the
okay.
Imperial
I
March.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I didn't know
Fantastic,
that
man.
was 501.
Yeah, that's 501.
Okay, that's cool.
So also volunteer, like you have a lot of these cosplayers. They will dress up
And then they
you know,
walk the round and
they walk
parade.
around, yeah.
Mm.
So do events.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Should collab with them, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in touch with some of them.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, a nice
2027.
event to raise.
Yeah.
Because I think there's never enough for donations to come in.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure,
bigger
for sure.
group with bigger community.
Mm,
I think Singapore can unite as one to do something more than just like waiting for this kind of charity event to happen.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think this is a very interesting area.
I want to ask one last question. So we spoke about a lot of different characters, right? As a parent yourself, do you take inspiration in parenting from any comic book character? Or if you think about yourself, do you think that any of the characters that you've thought of, you think, hey, actually my parenting style is quite similar to this person?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Not really there.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I would want to say yes, but actually the answer is no.
No.
Because reality is often very different. Reality often comes with challenges and stuff
Yeah.
like that, where comic book characters usually provide us with an ideal to work towards. But you can't really adopt whatever they do on their day-to-day.
But a lot of the parents don't exist in the superhero world, right?
I mean,
So it's like
style
the
lah,
idea.
parenting style.
parenting style, like
idea.
maybe...
like even DC, you put Superman, the
Oh
father
no,
also.
DC is so much darker than Marvel, so
Yeah.
please don't.
The
Like
parent-
Batman lost his parents.
Yeah.
they want too much cash already.
I think
Then-
Fantastic Four is probably one of the...
The parents still alive.
But like,
Quite
I'm no
nurturing
Reed
lah.
Richards lah.
Yeah,
I guess
but, yeah.
Incredibles, if you put it as a Marvel, is it Marvel? No, it's
Disney,
not.
Disney,
Reed
Disney.
Richards also is
Pixar.
bad, what? He becomes
Yeah.
the maker.
The Maker, in
another
Ultimate
universe.
Universe.
Style.
But you take some parenting from one of the super characters.
Uncle Ben,
is it?
No. If I think maybe
Great power.
I'll try. I think maybe I'm a more Magneto parenting style.
Magneto
tough love.
Yeah,
parenting
a
style.
bit more tough love. I'm definitely more tough love.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
tough love lah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have very strong like values. Like you have to follow. You should follow. Like it's about the humanity side of things. Like at the end of the day, I tell my wife, my kids can be quite dumb or they can be stupid, uneducated, whatever. You don't want studies, okay. You just have to be a good, like you have to follow this
person,
good
like, good
person.
moral.
Yeah, so it's like you have to follow these core values. So I think quite tough, tough
So
love. in the
Green
side.
Goblin is
So
not
if
a
it-
good example.
Not really. Yeah. So I
Green
think,
Goblin,
when I think about it, I think more Magneto. A bit more
Yeah, like
Magneto.
that is like how Logan's parents also lah. Wolverine's parents also like that one.
Really?
James Howlett.
Oh. Yeah lah. So I had some tough love lah. Not so.
So
not
Russian kind of Russian.
Maybe not too Russian. Maybe not too Russian.
Because-
Not so
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah,
not
lah.
so physical. I mean,
Yeah.
for me,
Must drink
as a
vodka.
parent, I teach them that actions have consequences.
Ah,
right?
Sounds like Shang-Chi now. And his 10 rings.
But it's true lah. I
Asian
mean,
style.
as parents, that's all I can teach them lah. Like, you can make whatever decisions you want in life.
As
right?
in
But
parenting this year is like a whole new world already, you know.
But you know,
It
okay,
is.
you brought up the Shang-Chi and 10 Rings. Do you know that is in MCU already?
Oh, is it?
Comics is not like that, bro.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah. I only watched the movie, I don't follow the comic.
literal 10 rings in the
Yeah.
comics.
Comics is literally the Mandarin is the
Yeah.
one with the 10 rings.
The Mandarin.
And his rings, not
Real-
bangles.
oh, not bangles.
Cosmic alien rings.
Yeah.
And his alien, yes, he's from an alien. This Mandarin character goes
Yeah.
find a crashed spaceship,
Mm.
and then inside there got
Mm.
these 10 rings.
Mm.
And then he wear them and then control.
But I did just become a parent, so then these things are role models I can hear from right now. But say that I'm not going to follow your styles.
I mean, there's no right or wrong.
Right.
That is true.
How suits your own?
Everyone's different.
I won't
but
brand
you-
my kid. I won't brand my kid.
Very good.
Number one. Number two.
Yeah, because yourself also got branding. Magneto got branding.
Pick your location.
Yeah.
Okay, to wrap up, right? Do you have anything else you want to share with us? A vision, direction, any last message for the viewers? Like to what they can do to help you out for
And
this year's
anything that you want
the
to
event.
plug for your own OFL.
I think for OFL, you can just follow us on Instagram. We're mainly active on Instagram and Telegram. Sometimes we will do random Discord hangouts. But in terms of what they can look forward to, I think as collectors, just enjoy yourself lah. Yeah, if you don't enjoy the hobby, then there's really not much point to stay in the hobby.
True.
Do support their shine aim of raising the funds this year
2026.
for 2026.
Yeah.
It's a 30th anniversary of Pokemon. It's a good time to shine and to help a lot more kids out with their journey in life.
Yep.
Ash Ketchum on this one step out of the food to the house, to the big world outside.
Yes.
Scary place.
Inspirational.
Very
Very good.
inspirational.
Wait, what?
Pellet Town.
Pellet Town.
Yeah.
He's leaving Pellet Town now. All the kids.
One step forward.
Every donation counts.
Yeah. So we hope for more than 34,000, but it's not a KPI that needs to be hit lah.
No, but they have events that are really interesting to look forward to. I do hope that more people participate, and then do find them at any trade shows. What's the upcoming one?
C2E4. I think that's in April.
I don't know what it is, but do
Yes,
Google that.
yes.
Hopefully, we put some link up.
We'll put the OFL link.
C2. OFL link to go and check where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all for today.
Thank you guys for having
Thanks
me.
for having me.
Thank you.
We have an enjoyable talk, and hopefully see you more on the show if next time.
Yeah,
For sure.
Okay.
Got a one person, one OFL. always
Yeah,
be-
I took Carl's place. Not as handsome as him. I always say he's the idol that we aspire to be.
His hair is so striking.
He stands out.
My hair can't even fight his hair.
Shout out to Carl. See you
miss
Carl
you,
in the next
Carl.
one.
See you soon, Carl.
Miss you.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
so
thank you.
much, and see you guys
See
again.
you.
Bye bye.